Hello, everyone. Welcome to our special vet care AMA session hosted by HappyLocate. For those who are joining for the first time, HappyLocate is India's first leading relocation partner in pet space. We help families move their pets safely and comfortably across cities, countries, and we provide end to end support. So, today we are very excited to collaborate with Blue Ridge, which is Bangalore's trusted pet hospital, where you get vet consultation, pet grooming, it has a pet shop, pet boarding as well, which has two branches in Bangalore. One is in Hennur Road and one is in Whitefield. And today joining us is our Dr. Nidarshana, who is the head of hello, doctor at Blue Ridge. And the kind of work she does is totally commendable. And that's why she makes believes in goodness again and helps beings that cannot speak for themselves and then they cannot express their pain. So, welcome, Nidarshana. We are very happy to have you. So, let's just get the word audience know about you a little bit. Then, if someone who walks in for the first time or a pet parent who is walking in for the first time in Blue Ridge Hospital, how would you describe it?
So our Blue Ridge Hospital has been here since 9 years. So we are 9 years old. So compared to a lot of other hospitals, we are quite new. But I'm very proud to say that in the last 9 years, it's been only short while we are here, but we have managed to generate a lot of loyal customers and loyal clients. And the what makes Blue Ridge different from others is our way of handling pets and even pet parents. Our doctors and our staff always strives that your pet will have a very good session or a consultation with the vets so that they have a safe and calmer environment here at Blue Ridge so that your pets feel safe and they want to come again more.
Sure, that describes it well. But if you have to just give one thing that every pet parent should understand before visiting a pet hospital or they should keep in mind, what do you think would that be?
First thing, to train pets to be comfortable with any kind of a veterinary setup or a hospital starts at the beginning. So at the moment they get a puppy, they have to get the puppy acquainted with different kind of touches, handling, and everything. As soon as they get the puppy, so it starts from the beginning. Suddenly, if you get, suppose for example, we get a lot of clients who do a lot of home visits, home veterinary services they opt for, but suddenly if the dog is sick for some reason one day, once the dog has become adult and they have never seen any hospital, suddenly if they come they go through a lot of anxiety and anxiousness and a lot of stress because of handling and all that. So it starts from the beginning. It doesn't happen in a day. You have to train your dog to be okay with the handling like this, touching here, touching there. So that's how
Yeah,
it works.
I think that's where the pet boarding will also come to play. If they are in a different environment, then they should feel comfortable because you never know what condition comes in life or what situation comes on.
Correct.
If there are any one simple habit that one should keep to keep their pet healthier in a long run, what would that be?
So healthy pet, it starts always from the diet. So you have to see that you give your pet a healthy and balanced diet. You can consult your veterinarian, or there are also pet nutritionists who are available. You can consult with them so that they have a good, intake. So once your food is good and healthy, if your food is balanced, then your pet will definitely have a better immunity and will live longer as well.
Although though we are the pets are following a good diet, but sometimes we do not get to know okay, if something is wrong or what are the three signs or any signs that you see key when we see that we get to know that your pet may be needing a pet vet checkup soon, or we need to take them to the hospital. We maybe a normal person might ignore it, but these are the some signs that you suggest that we should notice.
Mm. Anything, first sign is anything that is unusual. So you will, so as a pet parent, you will know your dogs or cats' normal routine. They eat in this time, they go poop in this time, they will want to go for a walk at this time. So anything which is, different from this usual routine will indicate that there's something wrong. For example, little bit of dullness. Suppose your dog is not very playful today, Suppose it has not been eating properly since last 2 3 days, or when it goes for pee or poop, there is something unusual you see, like a loose stool or difficulty peeing, something like that, something which is little away from the little deviated from the normal routine, indicates that there's something wrong with the pet. And always you should remember that pets will show symptoms only when it becomes worse. So always you have to keep a keen eye on your pet. Small changes here and there also can indicate a lot of things.
Okay, got it. But what I'm going to ask next, the next question is very contrast to that. Ki, although okay, these are the signs that we should take them to the hospital, but what is that thing that pets usually over worry about, and
Mm,
they do not really need to worry enough about it. So totally contrast to that. So one
mm,
thing that you very well answered, that what should we notice, but some
mm,
parents are very paranoid that if something
mm,
is wrong or what should we do.
mm,
So
mm,
some things that they should take it lightly.
mm. There's nothing actually to say that you can say ki, okay, you take this lightly, nothing to worry, because as I told you again, I'll repeat ki, any symptoms, anything that you see which is little weird for your pet can mean a lot of things. It may mean a small thing to a very big thing also. There are some diseases where we don't see any symptoms at all until and unless it becomes a very very critical situation. So there is nothing like over worrying about anything. No question is stupid, or no worry is over worrying. Any kind of worry that you have, you should rush to your vet immediately. That's what I believe.
Okay, yes, that's you've answered it well. Obviously, we
Thank
should
you.
take care of our pets, and if we see anything unusual, then obviously we have experts like you to help us. So as in we are in pet relocation, so how do you think that uh, how do vets determine that the pet is mentally fit to or medically fit to fly? There's no problem with him. How do we determine that?
Mhm. For any kind of pet location by air, rail, water, anywhere by road also, first thing you have to do a general health checkup by the vet. So at least a week before or within that week of travel, you should get it to the vet, get it checked, get a temperature check, do a blood test if required, and just check for any previous record or any kind of diseases that it have. Discuss with your vets how the pet relocation or pet travel will affect them in any way or the other. For example, some dogs that have a heart issue or a lung issue that has been there from before, so it can be a little bit more stressful for them. Even a normal short distance travel also can be, it's very stressful for them. So you should always discuss with your vet regarding that. So that's what I would say. And then again, making your dog habituated to travel or not starts from the beginning, as we discussed before.
Hmm. A sudden change to environment or a habit, even if
Mm,
it's difficult for humans, so is it for our pets. So
true.
if we suddenly change their environment or suddenly trying to make them travel, so I think we should take it slow and slowly get them familiar with the different kind of environments, and maybe take them in our cars and then trains and
Correct.
then maybe later flight, and so
Mm,
how they would react in a public space. So
correct.
that's there. So we, as a pet parent, we do that, but still we feel that pet also have some anxiety or they get stressed during the travel. So how can we prepare our pet for long hours inside a
Mm,
crate during the flights?
mm,
So that is a very closed environment, and the flights are also long. So how can
mm.
we handle that?
Mm. So there are two ways to handle this. One is your behavioral training your dog to the closed space and crate, which starts at home. And second is your medical management. So first thing first, how you train your dog for a longer travel is that you get your pet used to that crate. So you have to buy the crate beforehand, at least a month or 2 months before. You have to buy the crate and get your dogs trained in that crate. So give him his or her favorite treat or biscuit in that, or maybe get a long bone from the market, like a mutton bone, leg bone, or something, and keep it in the crate. Let your dog go inside that and chew that for a long time, or nibble on the treats for a long time. Close the gate from outside. Okay, so they should be getting used to it. So maybe start with 5 minutes in a day for 1 week, then increase the time to 10 minutes, then increase the time to maybe half an hour, 1 hour. So gradually they have to train it like that. So they have to get used to that crate. And the crate should be big enough for a dog to, move one full circle comfortably. That's a perfect size for a dog's crate. So they have to get used to it like that. And secondly, on the day of travel, you have to give some anti-anxiety supplements or tablets that you get, which will be definitely prescribed by your vet. You can give it to them so that that stress can come down and they can be calm for a longer period. So these are the two ways you can handle training and medical management. These are the two steps.
Great. Yeah, I think it starts 2-3 months before that. If you do that,
Hmm.
and the pet gets comfortable with the crate, he's going to sit there for some time. Then, even if it's there in the flight, so if he still feels that he or she is
Hmm.
in a familiar
Correct,
environment,
correct, correct.
so that would definitely help. So, in this, do you think do you think is tele consultation enough, or and when should we a pet parent should make sure that they should visit to the hospital, or talking and taking an online consultation would be enough?
Mhm. Teleconsultations you can do for very small minor things, like suppose there is a small hot spot on the skin, or there is a small rash on the skin suddenly that has come, or sometimes some minor allergies that can come. For those things, for small queries, you can consult the vet. Like, or for other queries like when to come for vaccination, when to come for deworming, something like that. But I would always suggest any kind of query that you have, it's always better to get it to the hospital rather than to talk on the phone. Because on the phone, even if we do a video call also, if you show us the lesion or where the problem lies, it could be something deeper again. So what we do usually is that if it's a minor thing, we give some symptomatic treatment, and within 2-3 days, if the condition doesn't get better, then it is always better to get it checked by the vet in person. Because even if it's a minor skin problem also, if a vet sees those things in person, then he will or she will be able to give a better diagnosis rather than on the phone or any kind of teleconsultations.
Makes sense. And one more question, how do you explain laser therapy to a pet parent who has never heard of it?
Hmm. So laser therapy is basically we use laser beams or laser light. So laser light is a concentrated beam of light which stimulates the cells in that area. So
Okay.
suppose if I have a pain in this area, and if I put a laser light on this area, it will stimulate the cells there. So it will, make the cells hyperactive in that area, and then it will increase the blood supply in that area. So any kind of lesion or any kind of pain, swelling, or any kind of wound if I have in this area, it will help to flush it with the increased blood flow, and it will, accelerate the healing process basically. So that's how laser works. So laser is commonly used nowadays in any kind of pain management, wound
Mhm.
healing, any kind of swelling. Mostly in senior dogs with arthritis and all, it gives excellent results.
Okay, so this is something new, and a lot of pet parents do not know about it.
Correct.
And okay, and how do you think, how quickly can pets show improvement after the laser therapy?
It depends on symptoms. So based on the suppose if I have a very big lesion, it will take at least 2 to 3 weeks for it to heal. Always remember, laser therapy is not a treatment basically; it's a therapeutic sessions. So you have to come in sessions every 2-3 days, every alternate day, maybe once a week. Based on what the condition is, the vets will judge based on that, and based on that they will call you. So it will not happen in a day. You have to come for sessions, like how we go for hydrotherapy, swimming, and all that. No, physiotherapy. So it doesn't happen in a day. It will take time. So based on the lesion, based on the condition, it may take up to 1 to 2 weeks, 1 month, depends.
So it depends upon the multiple sessions, just
Correct. Correct.
how well are they recovering, and accordingly we can increase or decrease the sessions.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, and sometimes the wound are more serious and they do have to go for surgeries also. So what's the most common surgery that pet usually go through, and why
Mm.
do you think that
Mm.
happens?
So, in a broad term, if you ask me, the most common surgeries that we do here in Blue Ridge is basically neutering surgeries, which is sterilization. Okay, so a lot of pet parents, they don't have any plans to get their dogs pregnant, or they don't want to have any session of mating or anything. So for them it is always better to get a neutering done. And considering the lifestyle that people have nowadays and the lack of space that people have nowadays, so they don't have enough space for more puppies in the house. So they just get one dog, and then they just go for the neutering immediately once it comes of age. Basically they do within 6 months of age, or within 1 year of age. So that is the most common. And the second most common that we get here in Blue Ridge are mostly accidental cases, where there are accidents, where there's a fracture, or where
Mm.
there's a bad tear on the skin or muscles. These are the surgeries that we commonly do. Tumor removals. These are the very common surgeries that we get nowadays.
Okay. So just to make it light, I want to change the topic to because little serious. Let's move on to grooming. So you guys offer grooming services also. So pets usually don't like to, take a bath or say so. You have a professional thing. So what is the one grooming mistake that pet parents usually make that you guys at Blue Ridge can solve it?
Hmm. Most common thing that we encounter during grooming is the long haired breeds like Shih Tzus. Shih
Yes.
Tzus, Pomeranians, all these poodles and all the long-haired breeds, golden retrievers. So most pet parents, they don't do grooming regularly. So what happens is that the dog ends up having a lot of knots and lot of skin issues because of lack of grooming. So they have to frequently get it groomed, trimmed, either do trimming, give bath, comb daily. All this stuff they have to do daily and regularly. So getting a long hair breed doesn't only mean that because it's cute you get it. You have to also maintain it.
That is true. And I think the grooming session from breed to breed is different. So it
Correct.
depends which breed you have. So accordingly, I think you should take more grooming session or less on how many days that needs to be done. And do you think that grooming or spa therapy that can actually also improve the pet's health in longer run?
Correct. Yes, yes. Because there are a lot of skin issues, lot of skin problem. Considering the weather and the climate in India, in summers it will be very humid, and winters it will be very dry. So what
Mm.
happens? A lot of dogs, mostly the exotic breeds, mostly common breeds like golden retrievers, Labradors, German shepherds. They go through a lot of dry skin issues. So throughout the year, they will have something or the other with the skin. So it is always better to do a regular grooming, trimming, get it checked by the vet always for any skin issues that come. So you have to do it regularly. Bath at least once in 2 weeks. Bath is necessary. You should give a bath.
Even at home or at a
Yeah,
hospital,
at the
we should.
hospital we have our pet grooming services here. You can get it to Blue Ridge also.
Mhm.
Anything.
Okay. And what's that one small lifestyle change that can make a big difference in pets' health?
Mm.
I
I
we
would
have
say some home remedy like adding 1 teaspoon of coconut oil in the food daily will definitely help their overall skin and bone health.
oh.
Just 1 teaspoon of coconut oil daily in their food will, really help with the skin mostly, and even for joint health also it helps in the long run. But these are something that our seniors told us to do. So I have actually seen a lot of dogs having a lot of changes in their skin after they add this or do this regularly. And if you are unwilling to give coconut oil, then also you get these omega 3, omega 6 supplements in the market. You can
Mm.
always give them that daily as a supplement. It helps with their skin health and hair growth as well.
That's a really great health tip. I haven't heard of it. And I think this is something which is so doable and so easy, and every pet
Yeah,
parent easily do it, and it will immensely help their pets.
correct.
Okay. And what do you think pet parents should check before buying any treat or food? Because there are different food guidelines, and we don't really know, what ingredients we should notice for and what should we, not buy. So how do we decide that?
Hmm. So first thing is that you have to see how much is the carbohydrate, how much is the protein quantity, and based on your dog's body weight, different dogs will have a different adult stage body weight, right? Like a Doberman can go up to 20, 30, 35 kg, but a Chihuahua will go up to only 6 to 7 kgs max. So based on the breed, there are different needs. Okay, so they have to discuss with their vets based on their dog's breed, based on the dogs or their lifestyle as well. They have to decide the diet. So different dogs will require a different, quantity of carbohydrate, protein, fat percentage. So most of the commercial diet foods that are available in the market, they are all formulated balanced nutrition. So anything, if you are giving your dog only the dry food or only the kibbles, then that is actually enough. You don't need to add anything else for that. But if you're giving home food is not balanced. You don't know how much carbohydrates, how much protein, or how much fat is there in that food. So what you can do, you can always compensate with adding some multivitamin or calcium supplements in the diet regularly, which will give a balanced nutrition. So when they go for the market, they just have to see, as I told you, most of the dry food companies, they will have a similar formula for any kind of breed or any kind of size of dogs. So those are formulated, so you can just go consult with your vet. They will give you an idea how it will work.
Okay. So at Blue Ridge, do we also have like a dietitian or a diet plan for a dogs that they can follow if because it changes from breed to breed and their pet weight.
Sure, we do have, yes. Yes, they can
Hmm.
always come in over and consult with any of the doctors here. They'll guide the pet owners regarding their diet plan.
Oh, that's a great news. I think in initially when you buy a pet, it's very important to take everything into consideration and have a full diet plan ready. And from
Correct.
day you take all the steps, and even training also should be started at the early,
Correct.
because as we say,
Mm,
for humans as well, ki
mm,
the more we grow older, it's very difficult to mold us. So it's the
correct.
same with our pets. It just everything begins from the day one. uh, and as being in a hospital, that's there is any something that you think that you wish that pet parents should ask you more often, ki they don't, why they ask this question? I really want to everybody to know about this.
Uh, First, one of the most common question that I would ask if I was a pet parent would regarding the diet would be regarding the diet, definitely. A lot
Hmm.
of parents, they already presume that okay, I'm going to give rice and chicken, I'm going to give curd rice to my dog. So this is something they already presume and they have it in their mind. But
Hmm.
see, I have even seen German shepherds, some owners, they will give only curd rice throughout their life. You think that is balanced for a dog like a German Shepherd? Never.
Never.
So something like that. So nutritional, diet plan, nutrition, all these things they have to discuss more often. Plus about general health checkups, they should ask
Hmm.
yearly one general health checkup is mandatory, or if for senior dogs every 6 months general health checkups are necessary. So overall, I would say Indian pet parents are still, they're growing and learning. There are many pet parents who are very, very aware of their pet's health and what to do, what not to do. But there is the other percentage of population who are still very unaware of that. So I would like them to ask any sort of questions they want to know. So we want is your pet to have the best life with the pet parents. So whatever question they ask, whatever is in their mind, they should openly ask, and they should not presume or they should not listen. Oh, my friend said that, my Didi said that, my breeder said that. Some things should be discussed with the vets clearly, mostly about nutrition and overall, general health.
I think nobody should be shy in front of a doctor.
Correct.
Being so, asking questions is the first step to take
Mhm.
care of your pet, and you are asking to a professional, then it's just a plus point.
Correct.
But in addition to that, do you also think that pet parents should be prepared in some way, or they should do something before going to the hospital? So they should be prepared in some way, or maybe past records, or anything
Yes.
about
Yes.
vaccination, or
Yes, so they have to, first of all, if it is a puppy, they have to, be ready with their questions like, what food should I give? When should I do grooming? What about toothbrushing? When should I take it out for a walk? How long should I take it for a walk? So all their, whatever queries they have to keep it ready, because sometimes during consultations, talking and all that, you may forget some points. And after going home, you're like, oh, I forgot this point. And again, you'll end up calling and all that. So instead of that, you can just come in,
this?
sit with the doctor at least for half an hour, rather take 1 hour, talk with them, discuss with them about the future. Suppose there are some diseases which have a future predisposition, breed predisposition. Suppose a German shepherd comes in, I will know that the German shepherd in the future may have back leg issues and all that because of their structure and all that. Okay, some breeds have specific diseases.
Specific,
So the
huh?
doctor will there tell you that your pet is this breed, so these breeds are prone to this ear infections or paw infections. So be careful when you take for a walk. All these things. So keep your questions ready. Number one, and feel free to ask anything. Every doctor is ready to give you full of information. So try to extract as much as you can.
Mm. Yeah, so nowadays there are a lot of myths in the market, or people just Google some tips, or you know, maybe from University of Instagram they get to know something, which might not be true, because a lot of people are sharing a lot of content. But what do you think that is a like common misconception that is going on, that pet parents should like immediately stop following, or something that is a ongoing myth that you want to just stop?
A lot of people, what they do is that they give paracetamol or dolo or crocin immediately whenever they feel that their dog is sick or their dog is having fever. They have
Mm.
not checked the temperature. Most of the parents, they don't know how to check the temperature because they feel the dog is warm from outside. They think that it has fever or any kind of dullness, any kind of little bit the dog is dull. I see they will give one tablet of crocin, half tablet of crocin, which is wrong. You should never do that because crocin or paracetamol, if given unmonitored, can cause a lot of other side effects. So always consult any kind of something abnormal you see. At least do a teleconsult. Say that my dog is dull today. Then the doctor will either tell you you can wait it out and see, or just bring it to the hospital immediately. Or even if it's not possible for you to get the dog to the hospital or cat to the hospital, at least they will give you some prescribed medications which you can safely give. So a lot of people, they Google a lot of things. Google will tell 10,000 things. So
Exactly.
there are a lot of owners now because the information is so easily accessible nowadays. They will Google everything, and instead of cross consulting, they will just give their own medication, which is not safe. Mostly paracetamol poisoning we get in a lot of dogs and cats. So it's totally bad. You cannot give paracetamol to cats at all. Still we get because people are a little unaware.
Exactly. Maybe they hear it on the social media and they're like, hey, theek hai, we can
Hmm.
follow this. But I think we
Hmm.
should not do that, and we
Correct.
should always seek professional help in that. And before
Correct.
giving any medicines to any dog or any of
Yeah.
your cats, also, you should be aware and not just give anything to them.
Correct. Correct.
Mm. So I think that was a great session. Thank you for
Most
joining
welcome.
the conversation. The conversation like this really helps every pet parent to stay better informed. They know about more things. It creates awareness, and obviously, like we discussed, ki they'll not follow everything on social media and just take
Yes.
professional help that is needed, because we
Correct.
have professionals like you in
Correct.
the industry. And for Bangalore pet parents, Blue Ridge Healthcare has highly recommended, and it's trustworthy for expert care for your pets. So I would request everybody who's in Bangalore to go there and consult them, and keep your pets healthy and safe.
Sure, sure. Always ready to help. Always.